The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Seminoles will kick it away first. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's a heat. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get the
Touchdown, Hurricane! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dumps it to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Got a man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be. Focus and the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week.
This punter is such a weapon, and because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warren Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Noles will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the toss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Fires left. Looking for the goal line. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first.
Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The short hands, it's Browning. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll go to the ground. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Got the first down and more. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 18 over Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Browning. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles.
Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without score. Intercepted deep in his own end. Oh, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Noles.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. with him. Got room to work. Runs through the tackle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Gets it. After the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. On target. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Creates a little space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
And I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll run the screen. Brings into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Creates a little room. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. And the Hurricanes need to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
Breaks free in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. On the ready? And down to a knee? I guess that's one option.
At the end of the day, guys, football is just a game of execution. It doesn't matter on what down it comes. 4th down that time, you just don't get it done, so chalk that one up to the defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now, 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards, and the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quick release by the QB. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage. Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles! And here they come, almost all the way back.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him in the flat. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
down. He'll try to toss it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the ground with the back. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It'll be 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to run it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense. Aggressive, all near the line of scrimmage, taking away all the space. And that's a big stop. Now you're only down 1. Now a field goal, in turn, can go give you the lead in the 4th quarter.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faces, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving